Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and I am a life coach who is here to help anybody out there who is really having challenges in their life. Now, I have been through a lot of difficulties in my life, and I think most of us experience times where we can be very challenged by some of the things that can happen in our life or things that can go on around us, and it can make us feel really horrible. Sometimes our bodies can really physically take things on that are thoughts in our minds, other people's energy, so many things that can feel like we're almost being attacked, and it can be very challenging sometimes to overcome the obstacles that we can experience in life. Now, I do post videos once a week just to let you know that I have many subjects on there. I have a variety from attraction to depression, suicide, anxiety, feeling lost, many other subjects. If you look down below, I've got some of those printed. So just go and check out some of my videos as well. But if you are finding that life is very challenging, you need to actually start to see things differently. So what has happened is, if you're feeling this way, is that your soul will need to be reignited. Now, I talk about this a lot, and there are many ways to reignite our souls. A lot of people suffer pain and fear and things that can stop them moving forward with their life, and this is because they have been squashed, or sort of their soul has been dulled down over time. And it's really important that we reignite ourselves and sort of re-energize ourselves, and that's how you get your life moving forward. Obstacles and things can be very, very challenging, and we can go into grief. We can just have such terrible depression. We can feel lost. We can feel scared. So many things can really take us to negative places, and those things become physical in the body. And I think when we go through these times, the fact that it does sometimes become physical, these things aren't just thoughts, and that's what's very hard for us to overcome, is the physical emotions that can cause terrible, terrible pain in our bodies. So what you're wanting to do is ignite your soul so that you feel good again. So there are so many ways. I have many other videos on YouTube about how to ignite your soul and the things that you can do. Just quickly, I talk a lot about passions and your creativity, getting back to the things that make you feel good. So what you've got to start thinking about is, well, what makes me feel good inside? What lights up my soul and uplifts me? It could be the simplest thing. It might be something completely different to somebody else. It doesn't matter what that is, but it's about fitting those things into your life in order to regain your purpose and your strength and start to bring yourself back to life. Because when you are challenged by obstacles and things that can happen in our life experience, it can be very, very hard to overcome. An example is, my sister had breast cancer. Then she had a son who had a horrific bike accident, and this all happened in a period of like 2 years, and she was quite challenged, and that's just an example. But she got through the other side, and she taught me something that I thought was just brilliant. And she told me that, I sort of used to ask her, how do you get through this? And she was actually working full time as well, and she told me that distraction was the thing that saved her. So anytime that I went through challenges, she would always say to me, remember what I told you, use distraction. So distracting your mind can actually interrupt your thoughts, which in turn distracts the physical things that are going on in your body. Now, it doesn't matter what that distraction is. It could be that you watch TV for half an hour. It might be that you take your dog for a walk. It's irrelevant what the distraction is. You might go for a horse ride or a beautiful walk on the beach. Anything that's going to give your mind a break from the busy mouse wheel of its thoughts, because it's the continuous thoughts and the things that play out in our minds that cause us to not sleep at night, and our bodies can get very crippled up because we're all worrying, and fear and anxiety starts to come into our chests, or people get back pain. I believe truly that a lot of our sort of mental thoughts and our physical ailments are both closely connected. The mind and the body are very closely connected. And I always say that as well. So look, I think the biggest point that I want to let you know today is just use distraction. That is the biggest method that I always go back to whenever I'm trying to get through difficult times in life and obstacles and I have things to overcome. I try to distract myself when I'm in the middle of it. Even afterwards, you can carry that emotional pain and the things that can still linger. It's important that you distract yourself before your mind starts to race away again. And I think that's why people such as Eckhart Tolle and the like, they sort of talk a lot about living in the now, because whenever you're in the now, you're nowhere else. Your mind is completely here. And that's why creativity and passions and doing the things that you really love doing that make you feel good are so distracting, because they bring you into the moment and they bring you into the now. And I know this all sounds very complicated sometimes to do all these things, but they're simple things. That's not hard. So try to do these things, because it'll slow down your mind and it'll slow down all your thoughts, and that's how you relax your body. And you can start to open up and breathe, and the fears and the anxieties and all the things that you might be experiencing during challenging times, that's how you start to get them to subside. And I'm not saying that they can completely vanish. They might rise up again, but you've got to do the things again and distract yourself. That will help you again to get back into that moment and get your thoughts and the busyness and start to kind of slow everything down. So look, hopefully those tips are helping you a little bit with these kinds of things. That if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, that would be great. I would really appreciate that. Like I said, I've got other videos on there that might help you too. Hit the like button, because that always helps me a lot. And I will see you very soon. Bye.